Today we will see session number 2. Introduction to Sketcher. The Sketcher workbench in Catia is a fundamental for creating 2D profiles that serve as a basic for 3D models. Understanding how to use the Sketcher workbench is essential for anyone working with a Catia. We will see in a Catia application there is a start tab is there, mechanical designs in drop down Sketcher is selected. You can see a start tab, mechanical design drop down and click on a sketcher. Now profile creation is that. Profile creation is a fundamental steps in the design process within a CATIA. Profiles or 2D sketches are the building blocks for creating 3D models. Here is a comprehensive guide to creating profiles in a CATIA. Sketches workbench is there. Steps for creating profiles in CATIA: starting a new sketch, drawing a basic shapes are there, profiles, operations, constraint, and standards are there. Using constraint, you can see here constraints are there. There are two types of a constraint: geometrical constraint and dimension constraint. We will see in CATIA. You can see here, just click on a sketch and select a plane, XY plane. After that, you can see here constraints are there, sketch tools are there, user selection filters are there, profiles are there, operations are there. We will see in detail. Modifying profiles are there, operations for modifying purpose. Creating standard or construction elements. This task shows you how to standard elements or constructions element. Note that creating standards or constructions element is based upon the same methodology. If standard elements represent the most commonly created elements, on some occasions you will have to create a geometry just to facilitate your designs. Indeed, construction elements aim at helping you in sketching the required profile. First one is the click a standard construction from the sketch tools toolbars so that the elements so you are now going to create a be either a standard or construction element. In this task, you will transform the newly created elements into construction element. As a construction element, you are not taken into account when creating a features. Note that they do not appear outside the sketcher. Here is an example of the use of both types of element. The hexagon was sketched using a three-dimensional construction circles. These types of sketches is interesting in that it simplifies the creation and the ways in which it is a constraint. Setting a radius constraint on the second circle is enough to constrain the whole hexagon. Just imagine what you will have to do to constrain the hexagon sketched with no construction circles. You can see here there is a two circles are there for projection lines, and you can see hexagon. Applying geometrical and dimensional constraint. This talk shows you how to set dimensions or geometrical constraint between one, two, or three elements. The constraints are in a priority dimensional. Use the contextual menu to get other types of constraints and to position this constraint as a design. In this particular case, we will set a constraint between two elements by selecting the commands and then a line and a circle there. But what you can also do it is set the dimension constraint by multi-selecting the circles and line and then clicking on the constraint icons. At any time, you may move the cursors, the distance value will vary accordingly. Click for a positioning the newly created dimension constraint. You can see here there is a constraint tools are there. Create a circle and a line. Like click a constraint, select the circles, the circle diameter constraint it is displayed. We will see in Katia. You can see here there is a center circle is drawn. After that, just click on a line and you can just draw one line. After that, control circle and line select. After that, go in here and tangency is there. Tangency, fix, and horizontal, vertical, radius, diameters, length, distance. We are just selecting a tangency. You can see here just a tangency is given. Circle in between the circles and lines. We can given the dimensions, select the line, the relation between the two elements is reconsidered. In other words, the circle diameter constant is no longer displayed. You can see here when you are just clicking on here and select the circle and give the dimensions. You can see here dimension is a 195.824. Fourth point is the right click to display the contextual menu and select the tangency command to set a tangency constraint between the line and the circle. A tangency constraint has been created between the circles and the line. We will see in Catia. You can see a tangency symbol is there. Click constraint and the sixth one is the right click on the line and select the line .x object fixed to prevent the line from the moving. The line is a fixed and the anchor that is a fixed symbol is a displayed. You can see here. We will see in a Katia when you are just a control, select a circle and select line. After that, go in here definition, constraint definition. You can see here fixed symbol is there. You can see fix one, fix one. This is a fixed one. And there are some visualization tools are there, toolbars there. You can see here cut part by sketch plane, see cutting the part by the sketch plane, visualization 3D sub toolbars are there, to do visualizations mode sub toolbars are there, diagnostics dimension constraints are there, geometrical constraints are there. We are seeing just now visualization 3D sub toolbars are there and 2D visualization mode sub toolbars are there. Thank you.